Hi everyone, welcome to day 16, our post-run recovery. We're going to take blocks and we're going to put one horizontally and then the top one vertically, and then we're just going to rest our head onto that. Coming to lie down, resting the head, the neck onto that block. You should feel a nice little release in the neck, so releasing any tension. You can allow the legs to either be bent or out in front and arms on either side, and just connect with your breath here. Slowly focusing on being here on the mat, letting go of the external world and just really allow ourselves to be here, allowing the body to be still, the mind be still and calm. Perhaps noticing the sensations flowing through the body, especially the tension being released from the neck. Perhaps setting an intention for the practice ahead. One more breath. And slowly allowing ourselves to come to a seated position, keeping the knees bent, roll the shoulders back and forwards. Going to move into our toe stretch, so coming to your knees, tucking the toes, sitting back onto the heels, pulling the pinky toes out so that they also get a nice little stretch, and we'll just stay here for a few breaths. The further back you are leaning into this pose, so the more you are on the heels, the more of a stretch you will feel in your feet. If you lean slightly forward, that will help release the tension. Really important that we do stretch our feet because we walk on them, we use them every single day, and they also need a bit of love. I'm just staying here for a few more breaths. Try to really slow that in-breath down as well as the exhale. And two more breaths here. As we come out of the pose, leaning forward, we're going to just tap the tops of the feet onto the mat, releasing any tension. You can also stretch one foot back and then the other. And then we'll come to our downward dog, pedaling out the legs. And we're just going to walk to the top of the mat, bending through the knees, rolling up nice and slow. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And come to stand in the center of the mat. We're just going to stretch the tops of the feet. So we're going to tuck the toes under. And we'll do that about 5 seconds on each foot. Swapping it again to the other side. To the left foot now. And to the right. And back to the left. And then we're going to stretch by lifting the heels, pushing down through the toes. The toes are firmly planted on the mat and the heels are lifted. So getting a stretch through the foot that way as well. And we're just swapping one side and then the other, staying there for about 5 to 10 seconds on each foot. One more on each side. And coming back to the center, shaking the legs out, and just doing some ankle circles in one direction, the opposite direction. And the other ankle. Really focusing on the feet here and the ankles, so pointing and stretching, pointing and flexing through your right foot now. I'll do 5 each side, 5 to 10 each side. See what feels good for you, swapping over to the left foot. And releasing that. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, step or hop back to your high plank, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale through to a cobra, upward facing dog, and exhale, push the hips back, downward facing dog. We're going to wave the body forward and then arch the back, push the hips back, and we'll do that again 2 more times. And then coming back to our downward facing dog, lower the knees down, push the hips back, coming into our child's pose. Reaching through the arms, or you can rest the hands on either side of the body. And from here, we're going to extend through the right leg and bend the left knee. If it feels too much for your knee, you can come onto the stomach and gently bend the leg. You'll get the same stretch that we're aiming for here. So from here, you can lower down to the forearms or all the way down to the back, or you can stay on your hands. See what feels good for you. It is quite an intense stretch on your left quad. Making sure that we are focusing on our breath, so nice long slow deep breaths in and slow breaths out. Try not to force anything here. And 2 more breaths here. Slowly coming up to your hands, releasing that left leg out in front, massaging it if that feels good for you. And we're going to take it to the other side, so bending through the right knee. Again, you can come to lie on the stomach and just control the stretch that way by bending the right knee. It won't be as intensive as this pose. Remembering that you can stay up on your hands if that feels good for you. If you are in this position, you can lower down to the forearms or all the way down to the back. Noticing where the tension is and just taking your breath to that area. And last breath here. This time we are going to roll towards the left hand side. Untuck the right leg. If you have a strap, grab the strap, and you're going to place the strap onto the right foot, looping it onto the right foot. If you don't need a strap, that's fine. You can keep the left knee bent or you can straighten the leg. We're going to work on keeping the right foot coming towards the face. So getting a really good stretch through your hamstrings. We'll be here for 10 breaths. If you feel that you'd like to go deeper, with every exhale, try to pull the foot closer towards the face. If you need to have a gentle bend in that knee, then that's also fine. And then swapping that round to the left foot this time. Again, you can keep the right leg bent or extending the leg out in front. Straightening through that left leg as much as you can, but again, remember, if we need a gentle bend in that knee, then that's absolutely fine. Staying here for 10 breaths as well. Try to slow the breath down as much as you can. Full breaths in and full breaths out. And releasing that. Bringing the knees into your chest and just rocking side to side. Doing a few knee circles in one direction and the opposite direction. We're going to rock back and forth, and on the second or the third time we'll come up to seated position, extending both legs out in front. Inhale, lifting the arms up, and exhale, forward fold. If you need your strap, you can grab your strap and you can wrap the strap around both feet, leading with the chest. And allow the chest to melt down towards the thighs. See what feels good for you. Don't force anything. Just allow the body to soften with the breath. And releasing that, sitting up tall, bending the knees. And then we'll come to windshield wipers, so just dropping the knees to the left and then to the right. Do this a few times on either side. Taking the arms out in front, lowering ourselves all the way down to the mat. Bringing the knees into the chest, extending the legs up and then bending the knees, taking the outer edge of the feet with your hands and coming into a happy baby. You can stay still here or rock side to side. Releasing the legs down, coming to our reclined figure 4, right foot goes towards the right left knee, sorry. And then we're going to bring the left knee to the chest, pushing the right knee away from us. Taking the left foot down to the mat, we're going to allow the knees to flop over to the right, keeping that right foot on the left knee. Get a nice stretch down the left leg. It doesn't matter if the knees go all the way down. And come back to center. We'll take it to the other side. So this time left ankle goes just above the right knee. Thread the hands through our little loop, and then bringing the right knee to the chest this time and working the left knee away from us. Bringing the right foot down, and then we're going to allow the knees to flop over to the left hand side. Keeping that ankle still on top of the knee. So it's applying slight pressure on top of the right leg. Bringing the legs back to the center. We're going to rock ourselves all the way back up again. And we're going to bring the block and placing it, just one block. We're going to come into supported fish pose, placing the block just by the shoulder blades. Allow the head to rest on the floor if that feels good for you. And then extending the legs out in front, pointing through the toes. So our chest is opening here, the head and the neck are leaning back, and the legs are fully extended, pointing through the toes. Making sure that we're not holding the breath. We're still focusing on full breaths in and full breaths out. We'll come out of this, so lifting ourselves up nice and slowly, removing the block. In the knees, extend the arms out in front, and we'll slowly lower our body back down to the mat. Bringing the knees into the chest, rocking side to side. And coming to our supine twist, right knee to the chest, left leg extends, and guide the right knee over to the left hand side with your left hand. Taking full breaths in and full breaths out. Try not to hold the breath. Coming to lie on the back, bringing your left knee into the chest and taking the left knee over to the right hand side. Again, keeping the shoulders connected with the floor. The knee doesn't have to touch the mat. Taking full breaths in and full breaths out. Coming back to the center, bringing both knees into the chest, rocking side to side, and then coming to our final resting pose, Shavasana. Gently closing down the eyes, hands on either side of the body. And just slowly begin to disconnect from the external world, letting go of the Ujjayi breathing. With your eyes closed, begin to connect to your inner world of thought and feeling. Just gradually allowing the body to be still, the mind to be still, for the next few minutes, give yourself permission to enjoy a relaxing experience. Remember, you're free from all responsibilities at this time, so put aside any thoughts of tasks or concerns that may be waiting for you. If your mind begins to wander, that's absolutely fine. Just simply bring your awareness back to the sound of my voice or your breath. Take a long, slow, deep breath in through the nose and exhale. Take another long, slow, deep breath in and exhale. Notice how calming it is to breathe this way. Notice the feelings of relaxation that begin to spread throughout the body. Continue to breathe slowly, deeply, and gently, allowing the thoughts to become lighter. Slowly bring awareness back into the body by wiggling the toes, the fingers, perhaps nodding the head left and right, reaching the arms up and over to a full body stretch. As you exhale, bring the knees into the chest, rocking side to side. Rolling over onto your right hand side and just pausing here for a minute. And slowly coming up to a seated position, keeping the eyes closed. In breath, taking the hands up overhead, exhale, hands to your heart center. Take a moment to thank yourself for practicing yoga today. On the next breath in, take the hands up overhead, exhale, hands to your heart center. Bow the head down towards your hands. The highest in me honors the highest in you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I wish you a beautiful day.